Today, many businesses rely on chatbots to manage customer interactions more efficiently. One of the most common and practical uses of chatbots is handling order-related communication, such as answering questions about product availability, pricing, and basic product information. Consider a computer hardware shop where customers frequently ask similar questions throughout the day, whether a particular component is in stock, what models are available, or if an order can be placed immediately. Responding to these requests manually can take up a lot of time and can slow down daily business operations. To solve this problem, businesses are increasingly turning to chatbot-based solutions. In this project, we demonstrate how a basic chatbot can be created using Zapier. Zapier simplifies the process by allowing automation and integrations to be built without the need for complex programming, making it more accessible and easier to manage. Another key advantage of using Zapier is flexibility. Business owners can easily update product details, adjust chatbot responses, or modify automation logic as requirements change. This allows the system to scale and evolve along with the business. The chatbot is designed to handle basic customer queries initially. If the response is not sufficient, or if the customer requires more detailed assistance, the conversation can be transferred to a human. This human-in-the-loop approach ensures that automation improves efficiency while still maintaining reliable and personalized customer support. If you're into this kind of content, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for future videos.
Today I'll be demonstrating a simple chatbot build using Zapier for a computer hardware shop. The goal of this bot is to handle basic customer queries such as product availability and general order-related questions. This chatbot is designed for small to medium businesses that receive a high volume of repetitive inquiries and want to improve response times without adding extra workload. While the bot handles basic interaction, it also allows humans to step in whenever more detailed assistance is needed. Overall, this project shows how simple automation can support business operations while keeping customers somewhat efficient and flexible. So before touching any type of Zaps, interfaces or tables and inside the chatbot itself, we need to prepare the brain of the chatbot. The bed is where the data is stored. I have a small table called the product inventory, I think as my brain. I made this inside Google Sheet. It has 5 columns called product name, category, in stock, price, and notes. All the data that the chatbot wants is inside of here. Now the chatbot will interact with this continuously to give detailed answers to the customer in question. Now let's go ahead and actually start building our bot. So to create your bot, first you need to click on this create button over here, and we will go give our bot name. Since our bot is for hardware or computer hardware store, we will give its name as hardware chatbot. And now we are ready to create our chatbot like so. And now here there are several things we need to configure. On the left hand side in your navigation menu over here, there are several things that allows you to configure your chatbot account into your liking. The first one is instruction, where you give specific instructions to chatbot on how to behave, how to answer when something is happening. This is how we will integrate another application to actually add the human in the loop. So when the questions get tough and bot cannot handle it, we will let the human join in on the conversation and continue the conversation there onwards. And on the knowledge, you can actually store all the knowledge sources you will be using for the chatbot. I showed you a Google Sheet that we will be using in this project. We will be adding that into here. And then there's logic. Here, this is how we will automate the process of actually sending the message to outside application so that the human can actually come back and continue the conversation. We'll be configuring this as well, and I will be going into a lot more detail on how to do this. And those are the key things we will be configuring in this project. There are also integrations, AI models that we'll be looking into, but these 3 are the most important ones of them all. Let's go ahead and first of all give the instruction on how this bot actually should behave. This is the directive I will be giving. The directive says that this is a computer hardware shop, and this chatbot is specifically used for answering questions using only the provided knowledge sources only. Like I said previously, so the knowledge sources will be doing this Google Sheet that I told you that is the brain of the system, also fed into this knowledge source as well. And I have also specified regarding the role as well. And here's the fun part. I have specifically mentioned that if the requested information is not found, never answer those questions. In such cases, always trigger the Zap function which we will be making going forward that is accessible to this. Ensure that all of this information that I have added in here are inside of your chatbot's directive as well. Now that we have added the instructions properly and now chatbot knows what it has to do whenever someone asks him something, now we need to actually go ahead and the logic first. The logic section over here on your left hand side in the navigation menu, you will see several options. There's collection lead, Zap button, one Zap, linking, scheduling meeting, and other suggestions. Now, we need the Zap button over here. When you click on it, you will see several options that is needed to configure. This first configuration called show this logic is basically when does the Zap button actually shows itself. Whenever a certain user asks us something that is not inside the knowledge sources, this Zap button should be visible and the human should be able to click on it and then talk to a human representative. So you need to actually select the when certain keywords are used. For this option to be viable enough, you need to add some really specific keywords. I will now add my keywords and get back to you. Now I have added this following keywords into my system. Whenever these keywords are triggered inside that interface on the right hand side, this will be triggered. And now you need to configure the button test, button icon, notification, text. But before that, we need to actually have a Zap that is running behind our system. Now I will just create the logic as it is. I will come back to this after I have actually created the Zap. Click the create logic button, Zapier prompts up to go into the Zap interface to make the Zap. So right now the trigger is the chatbot scat button. Now I need to add the step as the WhatsApp notification because this is where the message will be sent towards. I have already added my account credentials and the action event that should happen is the message with the relevant details the user is asking should be delivered to the human representative. So the human representative can get familiarized with whatever the problem the user has and then help them out with it. We will have to select send a message to WhatsApp user event right here. And now the setup is done. You can go into configure section now and the template you can actually select. There are actually several templates to select from. When you select one of these templates, you can configure the template according to your needs. Like so, for this one, I will be going with new lead confirmation because I will be sending some details that is related to our customer. And then the human representative, we can get back into the conversation like it has never stopped. So after combining all of these, you can actually go ahead and test this out as well. Now let's actually go ahead and test this agent out. I will first of all ask some random questions from the knowledge source we previously added. So let's go ahead with this. I go back to the chatbot interface. Looking back at our product inventory Google Sheet, we have RTS 3060, RTS 5600, 5601, 5602. Let's ask about the availability of RTS 3060 from the chatbot. Now I have typed the message and when I present, the chatbot will give me the details of the 3060. Now I'm asking about the Ryzen 5 5600. Now let's see what a chatbot has to say about this. Okay, so now it's saying that it's not in stock, which is accurate with the details we have given here. When you go into the in stock column, there is no under Ryzen 5 5600. Now let's ask something that is not available here. Let's ask the chatbot about when is Ryzen 5 5600 is being restocked. Now when I type that message, chatbot is saying that it doesn't have enough information, just like we configured in the instruction section, and to type human to connect with a representative. You type human and see what happens. And now it is saying to press this connect to agent button, which I have added here in the logic section, as you can see. Now I will go ahead and connect the agent. And on the Zap section, you can see that the Zap has properly connected and worked. And when I go into my WhatsApp, you will be able to see alert, new message has come to my WhatsApp. This is how it connects. Right now, it is in the test run phase. I have not published this app yet. That is why this is giving a pre-made template as of right now. But when you publish it and host it on your own, so you can configure this message according to your liking. So that is how the hardware chatbot actually works. If you are serious about building solutions like this and you are willing to learn step by step and work on real projects, you're welcome to join our free community. Inside, we teach everything from ground up, starting from zero with practical hands-on guidance. And if you're someone who's interested in using this solution but doesn't want to dive into technical side and instead wants to move fast and scale sooner, You can also partner with us and hire our tech team to build these systems for you. Either way, the goal is the same, helping you move from ideas to real working solutions.